and see people in person. But we're going to make the best of it, and this will be a great celebration. Um, I've got to see Charlie Prioli up there. Charlie has done a phenomenal job working through this, the different nuances. And Charlie, great job, kiddo. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you've done and put together for the kids.
Thank you. It's because of everybody here, though. So
Yeah,
everybody's awesome.
it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you to the nominators. Without the nominators, we really wouldn't be here. And obviously, thank you so much to the students and to the parents for their help. Every parent that I talked to, and we were just sharing our congratulations, they would say, "Oh, it's nothing." As a parent, as a grandparent, I know it's something. When you have students that come out the way our cohort has it this year, it requires a lot of work and a lot of effort. So it's a team effort from the schools to the homes to the kids. So congratulations on everybody. So what the program, we've got a couple of I guess we're going to introduce after our first two students. We've got Bill Miller, our Area 5 director, will be here, and also Bob Snyder, who is the NISBA president. So, Bob, thank you so much for attending, and Bill, thank you so much for your help.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Without any further ado, we have our first student up, and our first student is Miss Abby Barton. And Mr. Michael Head, our SBI president, will take it from here for Abby. Michael?
Abby has been nominated by Kathleen Nabush, who's a counselor at the Remsen Central School District. So
Kathy, can you, Mike, yeah, you said your bandwidth is low, Mike.
Figures.
Kathleen, where's Kathleen go?
I'm here.
All right, Kathleen, if you could share with us your nomination for Abby, that would be great.
Well, basically, myself and our principal, Dan O'Brien, took some time to really think about who would be appropriate for this, to nominate for this award. And Abby Barton is, a student who just stands head above the rest. I think she's very modest in giving herself as much credit as credit is due, but she's remained very successful in her life in various ways, different memberships in groups and clubs. She's an extremely conscientious and inquisitive student who is always kind of keeping her teachers on their toes. And it's, I think she does not like to think of herself as being in a position where she's had to overcome anything. I don't think that that is the way that she thinks of herself or the way that she approaches life. But, Abby lost her father last year during the pandemic, and it was an incredibly difficult, road for her to travel. I don't know, I can't speak to her feelings on that, but it's been a very difficult experience for everybody to go through what they've gone through with the pandemic. And then you add to it this, added stress, and it's just something that her strength and her character and her approach to life and her academics and her peers and the teachers and the people around her, she just has this very this wonderful spirit. And again, I keep saying approach to life, but it really is just her character and the way that she does things and sort of carries on. And she does so with, her chin up high, and she's really a good role model. She's a wonderful kid. I can't say enough nice things about her.
Well, your nomination was wonderful, Kathleen, and we really appreciate it. Is Abby, where's Abby? Abby, can you come on? Here she is. Abby, all right. Abby, congratulations, Abby. Like we told your mom, we have 4,500 juniors in our three BOCES area, and we selected 9 students. So that's a testimony, Abby, to what you've done so far. So would you like to say a few words, Abby, to the Miss
Oh,
Bush?
okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I'd like to recognize my guidance counselor, Mrs. Niebush, for nominating me for this award. I consider myself very lucky to attend such a wonderful school as Remsen with such like a fantastic and supportive faculty. I'm grateful to have had all of my teachers throughout my high school career, which have helped me to succeed academically. My teachers have been a very key influence in my life, and they make me want to pursue a career in education, so that's important. I also want to recognize my parents who have given me the proper guidance throughout my childhood and adolescence. Very good there. So yes.
Thank you, Abby. Now, just a couple of things. What we will be sending you, Abby. Hopefully, you can see this. It's got your name inscribed on it, and we will be sending this to you. And it just says Outstanding Achievement Award presented to Abby Barton, Remsen Central School District. We recognize your exemplary character and academic achievement, Oneida-Madison-Herkimer School Boards Institute 2021. Also, Abby, we will be sending you this certificate for you can help, you in your room. And also, Charlie, can you run that? Charlie has our program, which unfortunately we used to be able to give to everyone, but Charlie, can you run that program for her? Can you run it or no? Okay, that's it. Here's a Student Achievement Award. Kind of goes into depth what was initiated in 2003. Our program, unfortunately, no music this year, obviously. And here's our student achievement winners for this year. So again, Abby, nice job. And Miss Niebush, thank you. Keep going, Charlie. And we go, it kind of gives you the idea of our winners from past years, from 2003 on, and our past presidents. And here's our group for this year, our cohort. And then I think we have a separate one for Abby, correct? There we are. Abby, congratulations. Great job. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, Charlie. One thing though, Abby, I got to go through this. In your clock, you're going to have directions and also this little plunger. It's the only way you can get the clock off when the battery runs out. Okay, Abby? So this will be
Okay.
this will be in your box when it comes to you. All right. How about future plans, Abby? You're looking at education, you think? Possibly?
Yes, I want to be a high school English teacher.
Whoa, very good. And mom, we know it comes at a price. So congratulations to you and Abby. Nice job. We really appreciate it. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Abby. Next, we have our student, Brianna D'Alba. Brianna's here. I know I saw her. And Mr. Head.
Brianna was nominated by John Bauer, who is a special education instructor at the Risky Central School District. So, John, you want to go ahead and say a few words?
Yes, definitely. I wrote some stuff down, but I probably won't go off of it. Hello, Mr. Van Wormer. It's nice to see you again.
And you too, Mr. Bauer. Great to see you.
Yeah. Well, when I learned about this award, it didn't take me very long to figure out who I wanted to nominate. I've known Brianna since 7th grade, but I've worked with her for the last couple of years, very, very closely. And there's nothing I can say that can really tell you how far she's come from 7th grade and even elementary school. But I couldn't be prouder of her. So she definitely struggled when she was younger. And when we went to remote learning, I was very, very nervous. It was very difficult. And some point along the way, something clicked with her and she started tracking her assignments. She started doing stuff. She was reaching out to me via email so she could set up private meets on our Google Meet system so that we could go over things, so she could make sure that everything was right. And we had a lot of writing to do, and I didn't have anybody else reaching out to me like that. So it was fantastic. So I was just impressed with her ability to self-advocate, and she's a hard worker. And I think the biggest thing she's done is she's realized that she can do it. And it's just wonderful to see. I would be remiss if I did not mention her family. We were in contact a lot during the shutdown. It was a really awful time, especially if you work in special education. It just was difficult, more so I'd say than almost anything else. But Brianna has gone to, like, last week or just this week, I did a Camp Nazareth called, and they wanted to know if she would be a good employee for them. And I was very proud to be able to tell them yes. And she's going to be working at Camp Nazareth this summer. And she plans to attend college, although I don't know that we had a plan, but now I don't know exactly what her plan is going to be, but she is going to attend college. And I also know that she's going to be very nervous to talk to you all, but hopefully she can get something out. But I'm very proud of her. And thank you, Mom and Grandma, her entire family, for being there and supporting her. And I think the sky's the limit for her. So I'm just proud of her.
Mr. Bauer, how many years have you worked with Brianna?
I think it's been the last 2 years, but our school is very small. So even though I haven't been working directly with her the years before that, I was in her classes. She would be in my classroom with other teachers. So I've known her since then, since 7th grade. So probably 5 years.
Yeah, and I remember Brianna from my little stint there too. So
Yeah,
when I saw the nomination.
she's hard to forget.
Great job, Mr. Bauer. Brianna, where's Brianna? Is she gonna, Brianna? Where is,
Hello.
hi, is that you, Brianna? Yes.
Yes.
On your iPhone, nice. Good job.
Thank you.
Brianna, congratulations. I remember you. You probably don't remember me. I used to stand in the hall over by Mr. Bauer, by Mr. Bauer's room, changing classes. So, would you like to say a couple of words to the group?
Yes. I would like to start by saying thank you to Mr. Bauer, who nominated me for this award, and thanks to his guidance and patience and understanding, I have been able to achieve my goals academically. And I would also like to thank my teacher and coach, Amy Piersma, who has worked with me since early elementary school, and she's helped me grow both as a student and as a person. And I would also like to thank the whole staff at the Oriskany Central School District for their hard work, not only with myself, but with my fellow classmates as well. And of course, I would also love to thank my family for always being there for me, especially my mom and dad and my grandparents.
Brianna, what are you looking at? You know, I know this is only your junior year, but any for next year, possibly after you graduate from Oriskany?
Possibly real estate.
Oh, very good. Into the business then, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. Congratulations, Brianna. And again, you probably saw what we have for you. A clock. Did you see clock will be coming. Don't forget, keep the plunger so you don't you can change the battery on it. And also we have our program that will have your picture, and we're also putting together a press release for the local newspapers, Brianna. So you send your picture in to Charlie. Okay. Do you have Brianna's picture, Charlie? They're very nice. Very nice, Brianna. And we'd like to thank you, not only thank you, but also obviously, Brianna, you said this already, but many thanks to your family and to the Oriskany. You're right, that Oriskany family is a great family. So yeah, with your hard work and what you've done so far and will continue to do, it will be a great day next year when you have that outside graduation in front of the school. And then when you go on to further success. Nice job, Brianna. Keep it up.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Bauer. Yes, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we have the opportunity to have Mr. Our Area 5 Director and past NISBA President, Mr. William Miller. Bill?
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for inviting me. I've been to a number of these, and I can say that not all of them do I leave there with dry eyes, because the numbers, the kids, and what they're doing, and things that they've overcome to get through school. I want to congratulate every one of our award winners here tonight. You've done some very special things to be nominated, and you have some very good backup and people who feel that you were very deserving of this. So congratulations, everybody. For those of you who don't know, I am William Miller. I am the immediate past president of New York State School Boards and the Area 5 Director. So I represent this area at the board table. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I do want to be able to introduce our new executive director. Tim left us a year ago, and we had to fill his position, and it took us quite a while. We did do a national search to find somebody, and we found that person right within our own organization. Bob's been with us, I believe, about 15 years, somewhere around there.
22.
Okay, 22 years.
Hey, you rounded down, that's okay.
He served as our financial person, and he's always done a great job. He had a lot of stiff competition, but when it all come down to it, we had a number of people just drop out for one reason or another, and we actually only had 2 internal candidates that stayed in, and Bob was one of them. And I guess Bob didn't realize that when he was going to jump into this, there was going to be a pandemic. So he's trial by fire, Bob, and he's done a tremendous job. I can't thank him enough for all that he has done and the hours and everything that he's had to put in through this whole thing to keep our members informed and everything else that he has done with his weekly paper that comes out. So I'd like to introduce now Bob Schneider from the Executive Director of New York State School Boards. Bob?
Thank you so much, Bill. I really appreciate that intro, and I really appreciate the invite. It's good to see some faces that I haven't seen live in well over a year. And Russ, I saw you came on. Good to see you. Robert, I know I've seen you at many at our commissioners roundtable, and everybody else. I see your faces. It's great to see you virtually, and I cannot wait to come out and see you live. And I promise you this, I've heard so much about this event. Bill has told me about it over the years. I will be coming out, I promise you, next year, if I'm invited, to watch this live, because it's tough to go on after Abby and Brianna. It just melts your heart to see these impressive students and the awards that they deserve. It's fantastic. And I have to throw some props to Bill Miller. He started an awards program at the New York State School Boards Association. I guess the change of an awards program, it's called Champion of Change. And he pushed this awards program to be a recognition program of all the great things that school boards, teachers, administrators, other folks in the community do for student focused programs. So this is right in line with Bill. I know Bill is very proud of this event. I'm very proud to see it. Quite frankly, when I come out or somebody else from NISBA comes out, we talk about advocacy, legal issues, or other issues you might have in regards to running school districts. But this is what it's all about. And this is what makes me feel so good.
This is what you do so well. And as Kathleen said, Abby had a wonderful spirit. And I really do believe all of our school board members, most of them have a wonderful spirit, focusing in on the development and students and their achievement throughout their career as students K through 12. And this is one of those moments in time where I'm excited. I get to sit back and watch these awards for the rest of the evening. And really, this is the result. This is what it's all about for teachers, administrators, Jim running your regional organization, the SBI there. It's a team effort. We know that. And during COVID, it was one heck of a team effort. And to see these students get these awards tonight virtually, I'm disappointed I can't be there, but believe me, I'm clapping virtually all night long for these fantastic awards. And I look forward, once again, I'll come out and visit schools. I did a little of that at Geneseo Valley County for a few days. I want to do it more and more. It's so important to go out and visit your school. So drop me a line. I'll come out and visit your superintendent, your principal, tour the school, the BOCES or whatever. There's so many good things you're doing, and we want to highlight that. And this is something I'll highlight in my weekly message. So I can't thank you enough, all of you, for all the work you do. We've got a lot of work ahead of us every year. It seems to get more difficult, but this year we got incredible funding. And I know we're going to help you focus that funding on all the students and make sure you get all the funding you need to hopefully do the things you feel are important at your local school district. So once again, I really can't thank you enough. I already love what I see as far as the awards, and I can't wait to see all of you next year live. So thank you, Bill. Thank you, Jim, Michael, Robert, Doug, and Charlie, the officers of the organization. I'll sit back and clap, and I really enjoy what you're doing, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bob. We appreciate you coming down or looking at us, and you are already invited next year to Twin Ponds. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Next up, we have our student, Shirley. Where's Shirley? Is Shirley here? There's John. Okay, we have Shirley Cole and Mike. President Mike.
Yeah, Shirley was nominated by C. Gleason, who's a counselor at the Stockbridge Valley Central School District. So if you want to go ahead and read your nomination recommendation.
Hi, Cassandra.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So I am the K-12 school counselor at Stockbridge Valley. I can't tell you how much of an honor it was to nominate Shirley for the Student Achievement Award. And it's really hard to limit this speech to just a few minutes because of how awesome she truly is. I've had the opportunity to get to know Shirley since I started there nearly 5 years ago. And she has just overcome so many adversities throughout her life. Learning has always been a challenge for her, coupled with severe anxiety. She's had to work twice as hard to maintain her high honor roll grades. She really strives in an in-person learning environment, so one could only understand the how virtual learning has impacted her this last year. Instead of giving up and dodging her Google Meets, as many others have, she looked at it as a challenge to rise above and persevere and work harder than she ever has before. She is the first one to join the Google Meet and usually the last one to leave. When I met her in 7th grade, she was very shy and sweet. Still sweet, not so much shy. She's overcome her anxiety and discovered her passion in cosmetology. She's not afraid to advocate for herself and for other students and will stand up to her peers as needed. She's one of the most selfless students I have ever met and is always thinking and looking out for other students in her class. Shirley is very family oriented and spends much of her free time caring for her grandparents or looking after her niece and nephew. Shirley, I am so proud of you and all that you have accomplished, and I cannot wait to see what your future holds.
Where is Shirley? Where's Shirley?
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Shirley. How you doing?
Hi.
Congratulations.
Good, you?
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful recognition of all your hard work and what you've accomplished. Would you like to say a couple of words to Cassandra, Mrs. Gleason, and the group?
Yeah, I would like to thank the committee first for choosing me to be one of the 9 students receiving the award. And I would like to thank some teachers and family members, starting with Mrs. Gleason.
Okay.
Thank you for nominating me for this award and for being there for not only me, but any student who needs your help. And thank you, Mrs. Fisher and Mrs. Spinelli, for everything you guys do and for believing in me. I'm very grateful to have 2 amazing teachers who push me to do the best I can and who never gave up on me. I would also like to thank my mom and dad for being my biggest support system since day one, especially during my teenage years when life is a little confusing and you need someone to help you. And lastly, I would like to thank my grandpa Co. He is there for me whenever I need him and is another one of my biggest support systems. And he would support me through anything. Thank you all for everything you do. I don't know where I'd be at without all of you.
Shirley, you found congratulations, but are you going to the CTE program for cosmetology? Did she say?
Yep.
And how's that program going for you, Shirley?
It's going pretty well.
Now that's a pretty intense. You need a certain number of hours, right, Shirley, to take your board exam, I believe, right?
Yep, we need at least 1,000 hours.
Wow. Okay. And so far so good in the first year.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, Shirley, I would get done probably in about 2.5 minutes with you, okay? Because I don't have a lot to work with. But some people, you're probably going to have a long established relationship with once you get out into the field. So congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, did you see what would be coming in our packet, Shirley? We have our clock, right?
I actually didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Well, then here we go. All right, Shirley. This says, Outstanding Achievement Award presented to Shirley Cole from the Stockbridge Valley Central School District. We recognize your exemplary character and academic achievement from the Oneida-Madison-Herkimer School Boards Institute 2021. Okay, Shirley? So you will get this. And like we said before, in the box, very important, are directions and a little plunger on how to change the battery, okay? You need this.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a while back, some students won the award and then the battery ran out and they didn't know how to change it. So we always make sure we tell our people to keep that plunger, all right? And the other thing, Shirley.
Okay, thank you.
The other thing is, where is Charlie? Charlie, can you run the Shirley's? You get a copy of our program along with all the pictures that you sent in. And I think Shirley will be, here she is right there. Shirley, that will go in a press release to all of the local papers too, okay?
Okay.
And let's see.
Thank you.
Shirley, your parents and your grandparents have been very active in your career so far, huh, Shirley? Shirley?
Yeah.
Your grandparents have been very helpful to you too?
Yep.
And as a grandparent, I know it's a special bond. So again, congratulations, Shirley.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Yay. Okay, I believe, I think I've seen Michelle here. And so our next student will be Mr. Ryan Walker. Let's see, Michael? President Mike?
Yes. Ryan is being nominated by Michelle Sesta, who is a counselor at the Morrisville-Eaton Central School District. And Michelle would like to say a few words.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Michelle.
Oh, can you see me okay? Sorry about that.
We're good.
Yes, I would like to talk about Ryan Walker. When our scholarship committee met to discuss nominees for the School Board Institute Award, it was quickly and unanimously decided that Ryan Walker was our choice. If you were to look at Ryan, she appears as a healthy young lady, but she actually struggles daily with health issues that might impact her personal success. And despite these health issues, Ryan has maintained academic success, a friendly, helpful attitude, and employment. I know if I were to ask Ryan, she would tell me it is not as easy to get out of bed every day. In fact, it can be quite painful, nor is it predictable. But very few people really know what Ryan endures. They do not know because Ryan doesn't complain. She comes to school every day willing to learn, wanting to do her best, prepared to overcome her personal situation. She enters her classrooms with a positive, friendly, engaging attitude. I often wonder, especially as I get older, how does this kid do it? So I asked Ryan, and she told me that she has learned some self-talk strategies which help her cope when she is feeling poorly and anxious. I think it is most impressive that Ryan has been able to recognize her symptoms and figure out a strategy that allows her to regain her composure to achieve that personal success that she so desires. Sometimes it's difficult to recognize what helps you and practice that technique, let alone use it for optimal success, which Ryan has done. Some of Ryan's teachers have remarked they can see her pain in her face, yet she still perseveres. At times, they need to remind her to use an accommodation because she's just so driven. Ryan also told me that another strategy that she uses is she makes lists, lots and lots of lists. It is her daily goal to check off the items on her list, and then she feels successful. I've known the Walker family for quite a few years now, and without a doubt, I believe their strong family support has contributed to Ryan's strength and success. The encouragement and dedication shown aided the motivation for academic and personal success, as well as the positive, caring, friendly demeanor that Ryan displays daily. Ryan, I speak on behalf of Morrisville-Eaton Central School when I say we are so proud of you and your accomplishments, despite your health struggles. We're so proud that you're part of our warrior family. Your dedication to be the best you can be is stellar. Congratulations. You truly deserve the recognition that the School Board Institute is giving you tonight.
Congratulations, Ryan. Yay. Ryan, would you like to
Thank
say
you.
a couple of words to Michelle and the group?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
First off, I would just like to say thank you to Miss Sesta for nominating me and just helping me with everything between school and the issues that I've gone through. Thank you to all the teachers that have shown me that I have the potential to do great things in this world and that have pushed me to believe in myself. Thank you to my parents for always being by my side and helping me tackle every obstacle that is thrown at me. Thank you to all my friends that I have and had once had that just keep me grounded. I wouldn't be who I am right now, sitting here talking, or the person that I'll be in 20 years without you guys. So thank you so much.
Ryan, nice job. What are you looking at? You're a junior now, and next year, senior year, what are you looking at next year, Ryan?
I actually just applied for allied health at BOCES. So
Oh, you did?
Fingers crossed I get in. And
yeah, terrific. So the health, something in the health field, Ryan?
Yes, I'm looking to go into neuropsychology.
Oh, very good. Very good. And have you, and your parents, obviously you said played a great part, and your extended family or no? Are they with you or just your parents?
Well, a lot of my family actually lives quite a few hours away, but
Oh.
I can hear my parents right behind that door and they're laughing right now.
Well,
So,
why can you bring them in so we can acknowledge them also, Ryan? Or
yeah, sure. Did you hear that?
come on in, please. As we said before, as a former school teacher, superintendent, grandfather, father, I know how difficult it is when parents say, "Oh, it was nothing." I know it was a lot. So here's a little recognition, Ryan, for your team with behind you right there. So congratulations, parents, too. Nice job.
Thank you. We're just out in the hallway tearing up a little bit. It's all good.
I can hear your sniffles.
That's good. It's certainly, Michelle, a great job on your nomination, and Ryan, the best of luck to you. Did you hear our little gig here? We will send the clock to you, okay? And make sure you read the directions and save the plunger to say when you change the battery. Also a certificate. And Charlie, we will be printing the program. And this is a picture that we will have on file, I believe, right, Charlie? Hey, Ryan, that's the picture that you sent in to us, and we will use that for our PR release to the local papers. Okay?
Got it. Thank you.
All right. Again, congratulations, Ryan. Keep up the good work. And Michelle, thank you so much. And parents, good job. Good job. All right. Next we have, I think she's with us. We have Kalani Willis Alvarez. Mike?
Yes.
Where are you, Mike?
My video's not working for some reason. It said I'm loading.
Okay, Kelani was nominated by Paula Gilroy from Rome Free Academy, who's a special education instructor. So, Paula, would you like to kick it off with your nominating comments?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to talk about this remarkable young woman, Kalani. And I know Kalani, we joke around all the time about how great Kalani is, and she gets very excited, but truly from the bottom of my heart, I do believe that you are greatness. And we talk a lot about achievement and excellence, and that comes in many, many forms. And you've taught me that, Kalani. You've taught me that each person's own achievements are just right for them. And you have really come so far. I remember the first time I met you, and I don't know if you remember this or not, Kalani, you were in about 5th grade, and you were at Staley, and you were making your way down the hall with a couple of other kids. And in typical Kalani fashion, you were, come on, you can do it. You were encouraging these other kids who were twice as big as you, but you were encouraging them. You were this little ball of energy, helping them get to the bathroom. And I thought, who is this Spitfire who is bossing everybody around? Fast forward about 7 years, and lo and behold, I walk into my new classroom, and who welcomes me but this young, remarkable lady who immediately went out of her way to make me feel comfortable and welcome. And I can't say enough about how that is your spirit. You bring such joy to people because of the way you welcome them into your world, and you put everybody at ease. So I want to say those were remarks I didn't really write down, but they do come from my heart. And I do have a few things I wanted to remember to say. So I wrote a few other things down. But as soon as I found out about this award, I knew exactly who I would nominate. Kalani is a wonderful young woman who's going to do great things with her life. And she has faced challenges in her life. She's faced many, but even with those challenges, she has more positive energy than most people I've ever met. And she really shares that spirit with anybody that she meets. In her time at RFA, she's done a lot. She's part of JROTC. She's part of the CBOE vocational program at our BOCES. She's been a leader in our living skills program at RFA. She's very involved with her church. She helps raise her younger brother with her mom. She's just a remarkable woman. She's also grown, especially during this remote time. And Kalani, we joke about it all the time. When I'm not paying attention, you're in charge. It's true. I'm not available. Kalani is next in line to take over. And she really has stepped it up during remote instruction. She grew as a class leader. She assists her classmates every day, those who are remote, even while she was remote. And while she's back in class, she's still encouraging those around her. She helps her teachers, she helps her TAs, but most importantly, she helps her peers in the classroom in their learning. She also has volunteered her time with her occupational therapist to assist other learners online with their fine motor skills. And I think it's because she really has this desire to work with younger people, and I see her doing that after she graduates. She's an exceptional student. She's the first to speak up for the rights and the needs of the other kids in the class. And with an abundance of compassion, a drive to excel, and a wry or maybe sassy sense of humor, Kalani touches everyone she meets, including students and adults. And I've watched her grow and mature into a young, capable woman who's destined to make a difference. There's definitely going to be a void, Kalani, after you leave our class community for sure. And I also, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Kalani's family for welcoming me as your teacher as well. Having that supportive family, Kalani, is everything. And I think that that's really helped make you who you are. And I hope you remember that and stay close to your family, even as you progress into this next phase of your life. So just one last thing, Kalani, I've been teaching for over 30 years, and there are a few students who've really touched my heart. I would have to say you are the cream of the crop and at the top of that list. And I think that even though you have very small feet, you are leaving some very big shoes to fill, and you will be greatly missed, but I'm very proud of you. So keep it up.
Mrs. Gilroy, that was wonderful. Thank you for your thoughts. And Kalani, congratulations, honey. Nice job. Yay.
Thank you.
You're in the JROTC program, Kalani?
Yes, I am.
Congratulations. That is wonderful. Wow, that's a lot of work too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay. Would you like to say something to Mrs. Gilroy, Kalani?
Sure. I am very grateful for all you guys that helped me at Rome Free Academy School. Sadly, I have to leave because I have to graduate. Now I can graduate because I succeeded in all my classes, and it really paid off. I really want to thank Mrs. Gilroy. She put her time and effort to help reach my goal to graduate. And my TA, Miss Noreen, she is such a great helper. And if it wasn't for her, I would not have been the same place I had been today. When I met her, she was so nice and kind to me. And I really like the way that she treats me and how she takes care of me and how he helped me become independent for when I graduate from school, and now I can do more stuff. Because of Miss Noreen, I want to thank my I also want to thank my teachers and aides for the past that really helped me, and my family. I really appreciate the support and of course, my family, because if it wasn't for them, I would not be able to be in the place that I am today. I'm thankful. I'm thank God for giving me the strength and making me in His image, so I can be the helper that I am in school.
Kalani, that was fantastic, honey. Now I see down here we have your, is that your Aunt Gloria?
Yes.
Is Aunt Gloria here? Yes. And your mom? Is she, who's sitting next to you, Kalani?
That's my mom.
Yay! Congratulations, Mom. And is that your little brother?
That's Zaid. Yes, this is
Yeah.
Zaid.
Hey, come on. We need the little brothers to keep us busy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he comes in a pinch.
And Kalani, Mrs. Gilroy said you may be interested in working with young children when you get out of high school.
Yeah.
But hey, especially during this pandemic, there's lots of opportunities for that. That's for sure, right?
Yeah, so actually what I want to do is work like for a daycare assistant for kids with autism.
Oh, perfect. Kalani, yes. One of our grandchildren has autism, so you would be wonderful for that. Thank you so much.
And I have a lot of experience.
Yes, you do. And your mom and your aunt. Congratulations, Kalani.
Thank you.
Hey, Mrs. Gilroy, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Kalani. Next, we have Hannah Patch. Hannah is up, and Mr.
Hannah was nominated by Chris Sullivan, who's a counselor at Vernon Sherrill. So Chris, you want to say a few words?
Sure, no problem. Well, thank you. And just like everybody else that I've been listening to this year, when we had the recognition form or the nomination form come across our desk, there was definitely one student that stuck out to all of us. And when I kind of explained what I knew, they said, "Yep, definitely, that's a great choice." So just like everyone else, you know, it fits the mold perfectly. Hannah does. I had already known that Hannah had overcome a lot of adversity before she got to the high school and even during high school. But I didn't really know to what extent until I kind of sat down with her and really talked about what she's been through. And her disorder, and she can explain it if she would like, it causes her to have a lot of surgery, and each surgery is pretty lengthy. She's had 3 surgeries that have anywhere from 9 to 10 months recovery. And the process includes a surgery that involves leg fixators, then bed rest, then they have to remove them, and then the long process of physical therapy and recovery that begins. So the whole process takes almost a year from start to finish, and she's done that 3 times.
Wow.
So just imagine, you know, doing it 3 times, and then this time doing it during a pandemic. So you know, it's definitely worth recognizing what she has overcome and the type of person that she is, just through her life experiences. You know, it's more than most, and it's more than many adults. And she has definitely takes it in stride, and she's always positive, and everybody at school has nothing but great things to say about Hannah. You know, academically, she has everything that a model student, you want a model student. She's intelligent, she's determined, she's hardworking, she's a straight A student. So, you know, that can be a very short list of what you're looking for. If you can think of almost a perfect student, you're probably thinking about Hannah Patch. But one thing I did learn that I didn't know about her through the process is she has a lot of her surgeries out of town in Sinai Hospital in Baltimore.
Okay.
And while there, she is kind of a mentor and a go-to person for the younger people and the families that are going through this for the first time. Hannah talks to the families, talks to the children, talks to the families, kind of lets them know what to expect. You know, going through the process herself, she's like firsthand knowledge, and that's valuable information for a lot of people that may be very nervous about going through this process themselves, and especially for the first time. So I think that says a lot about Hannah, the type of person that she is. You know, can't say enough great things about her. So that's why we nominated Hannah Patch at VBS.
Chris, it was so nice to have that kind of team approach with Hannah, because like you said, she has been through a lot, and it was a great recommendation on your end. So thank you so much for the help. Is
You're
Hannah
welcome.
available? Where's Hannah?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I saw Tam on there, so I'm thinking, All
Yeah.
right. Hannah, would you like to say something to the group?
Yeah. I just wanted to thank the school board for this award, and then for Mr. Sullivan nominating me and guiding me this past year and throughout my whole time at VBS, and all the teachers that have also done that and helped me through everything that I've gone through. Also, I wanted to thank my family and friends for all the support they have given me throughout this year and throughout my life, because it's wonderful. I couldn't do it without it. So thank you.
Hannah, you go to Baltimore then for your procedures?
Yes. Yeah.
And I've been in Sinai. We've got some family down there too. So, but it's a 6.5 hour drive for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you do a lot of your rehab down there too, Hannah?
Yeah.
Okay. And so far, I mean, it's been a good fit both for you and for your family.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, congratulations. And
Thank you.
Hannah, down the road, what are you looking at as far as career or life work?
I'm looking at child and adolescent psychiatrists. So
very, very good. You like to obviously children.
Yes. Yes.
And
I love to help them with their challenges.
Yes, and from what Mr. Sullivan said, being a mentor down there at Sinai is phenomenal. You must meet kids from all over the country.
Yeah, that's really what made me feel like maybe this would be a good path for me, because I really liked helping them and their family.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you hear a little spiel, right, Hannah?
Yes.
Got the clock coming, all right.
Okay.
Certificate. Can we see the picture for her PR, Charlie? And, there we go. That's what you sent in, right, Hannah?
Yes.
All right. So anyways, Hannah, make sure you take a look at again, it'll be coming to the Oneida, your local paper. What do you get up there, Hannah? As far as
I don't know.
Oneida Dispatch, I think.
Oneida Dispatch, I think.
Okay.
The Oneida Dispatch would be the one.
Okay. Yeah. Is that your who's next to you? You can.
Yes, that's my mother.
Can we see Mom? Mom? Congratulations. We know it comes at a price, and obviously with all your support with Hannah, it's been quite a journey. So
yeah, she's great. She makes it easy.
Yeah, I know, but it's still hard. Okay. Congratulations, Hannah.
Dad's here too.
Yes,
Dad too. Oh, Dad, nice job. Yeah, again, I know it comes at a price, but congratulations. Great job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hannah.
Yep.
Okay, next we will move on to, I think we have Emily here. Mike, President Mike?
Emily Allman was nominated by Mary Beth Napolitano. She's a VP Tech school-based learning coordinator at Central Valley Academy. So, Mary Beth, would you like to say a few words?
I would actually. So thank you and good evening, everyone. First of all, my name is Mary Beth Napolitano, and I am the work-based learning coordinator for School to Career. So yes, I do service all of our component districts, and I do service work-based learning within our P-TECH program. On behalf of before I even start, I want to congratulate all of the recipients of this award thus far. This has been very moving. I've actually been wiping my eyes. So again, even in Zoom, we can make these things happen. So this is just awesome. Thanks to Charlie Priola, I know that she's done a lot of work as your secretary, Mr. Van Wormer. So again, good evening, and on behalf of my colleagues and administration from the Herkimer BOCES VP Tech program, thank you, Mr. Van Wormer, Oneida-Madison-Herkimer County's School Boards Institute members, and the members of the selection committee for giving me the pleasure of speaking as we honor Emily Almond, recipient of the Distinguished Student Achievement Award. It has been quite some time since I submitted a student nomination because I actually left the classroom several years ago to pursue this new role as a School to Careers Work-Based Learning Coordinator. But it actually allows me to have more access to more students. So I actually have contact with all of them. When I received the nomination via email, to echo one of the other speakers, I immediately knew the perfect person as well. I reached out to Emily's teachers, and as in any typical P-TECH collaborative effort, we began to write our nomination. Emily holds a very special place, not only in the staff's hearts, but students as well. I promise the words just flowed. There is no doubt she has and continues to touch the lives of many. Allow me to share the highlights of her nomination. Emily is currently enrolled in our Herkimer BOCES VP Tech program, and her home district is Central Valley Academy. I'm not going to speak much to her disability, but I will name it. And then if Emily would like to speak more on it, that is completely fine. She's classified obviously as a student with disability in the area of other health impairment with a diagnosis of Turner syndrome. Turner syndrome is a rare chromosomal disorder that affects the size and stature of females, as well as affecting cognitive functioning, often in the form of a learning disability. I promise you, Emily has overcome many of these adversities. Emily can also be characterized as an individual who is charismatic, empathetic, and selfless. She participates in many extracurricular activities and is an active member of several school committees. She demonstrates grit and determination and never allows it to get in her way of achieving success. She self-advocates for herself and always puts in a superior effort while wearing the biggest smile across her face. That was from Kelly Rowland, and she's our coordinator of special education. Megan Van Evera, who was the science teacher, goes on to say, Emily Almond is a bright and shining spot in the VP Tech program, unfailingly positive and optimistic, even on the gloomiest of days. She is always willing to offer help and assistance to anyone that needs it. Emily is creative and passionate and has earned the respect of both her teachers and peers. Nate Puritan is her special education support teacher. And he said many things, but I took a few of the highlights. And he said, if we were to combine the three most positive, happy, honest, and enjoyable people that you knew, your result would be a mere shadow of the individual that Emily Almond is. She brings laughter to every conversation and is able to find humor in her most hated subject, that of math. Emily is sincere in her interactions with all staff and peers alike, giving even the gloomiest individual a reason to smile. Emily is an inspiration to all those who are graced with her presence. Andrew Carpenter Brockway, he is the business teacher and he's also work-based learning coordinator in School to Careers, goes on to say, on the worst of days, you can still expect to see Emily greeting you with a happy hello and smile, and who never lets a challenge get the best of her. Emily was a student in his small business management class, and for a project, the students were tasked to create a hypothetical business venture. Emily created Almond's Cabinets, a cabinet company that would build cabinets with built-in step ladders to help smaller individuals reach the top shelves. He had thought that this was not only a great example of her creative strengths, but a testament to her ability to overcome adversity by turning an obstacle into a solution. Samantha Wall, her English teacher, goes on to say, Emily Almond is arguably the definition of positivity, and having her grace VP Tech with her contagious joy and optimism is a highlight of every day. She embraces each new challenge with a growth mindset. She faces all things with a gracious attitude and a smile. Emily is truly an inspiration to all who have the distinct pleasure of meeting her. Rachel Kent, her history and economics teacher, goes on to say, Emily Allman is a student who genuinely cares about everything she sets her mind to. She completes every task wholeheartedly. She encourages respect and understanding in peer relationships and is often the sweet, soft voice of reason that forces the world to quiet down in order to appreciate. Peter Stone is her advanced manufacturing teacher. She lets nothing get in her way of her adversity to perform the best of her ability. If she makes a mistake, she tries and tries again. Giving up simply is not in her vocabulary. Peter often refers to Emily as a lot of dynamite in a small package, and nothing's going to stop her and get in her way. Emily's constant determination, perseverance, compassion, cheerful and positive attitude, and most importantly, her genuine humanity is in light of her challenges. In closing, I'm going to speak now on behalf of myself. Emily aspires to be a teacher, specifically elementary education, where she can use her love of learning, gentleness, care, and compassion to show others how they too can overcome their challenges and to be the best version of themselves. Simply spreading kindness and happiness to all is what Emily is all about. In closing, in all my years as an educator, I have never felt so strongly about a student being worthy of this award than Emily Almond. She is an extremely humble human being with a heart as big as anything, and certainly as big as her. I promise, in having the opportunity to meet Emily, your day would be much brighter, and it would give you reason to be grateful for all of your blessings. Because take it from us at Herkimer BOCES, we look forward to seeing her each and every day. And I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, we are not done hearing Emily Almond's name. We are going to hear it far into the future. Thank you very much, and congratulations, our precious Emily Almond.
Thank you, Mary Beth. Congratulations. Nice job. Emily, would you like to have a couple of words to say?
Of course. The first thing I'd like to say is thank you. And thank you to all the teachers at Herkimer BOCES, because without them, really, I wouldn't be getting through high school as well as I would be. The one-on-one that the teachers are able to give me there with the smaller class sizes is really nice to have in terms of getting through school, because sometimes learning things is a little hard, but I love learning about like history and things like that. So having one-on-one with the teachers is very important. And I am very grateful for this award, and yeah.
Emily, I love that one comment that you are the voice of reason. That is so so necessary in today's day and age. Oftentimes my wife would tell me, she's my voice of reason sometimes, but congratulations on keeping people grounded.
Thank you.
And Emily, you said you may want to look at education, perhaps?
Yes, I love working with children. I've been told I'm very good with children, and teaching things is really fun for me because I like putting my own little twist on things. And yeah.
And Emily, the great thing about teaching, it's a vocation. It's a vocation, and you've got to have a passion for it. And it sounds like you already have that passion. So congratulations, honey. Did you see what we're going to send you?
Yes.
About the clock? Yeah. Make sure you save make sure you save the plunger, a certificate. And who's that next to you?
That's my mother.
All right, Mom. Yay! That's the other part of the team here. It's a team, right, Mom?
I just want to tell Mary Beth, you brought me to tears. Like, I am over here crying. I try to teach Emily and guide her
that even though she has a disability, it will never hold her back. And I tell her she is destined for great things. I tell her all the time, you might be small, but you are mighty.
Congratulations, Mom. Nice job. I mean, it's a great team. So very good. And Mary Beth, thank you. It was
Thank you. Honestly, I'm in tears right now too. And you know, there's nothing and nothing against our fathers here, but I am telling you, there's nothing like a mother's love. Nothing at all like a mother's love. So God bless you. And God
all
bless
right.
you.
Great job, Emily. Keep up the good work. And here's your picture, Emily. It'll be probably in the Valley News, right, Emily? Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and it should be in the paper, Mom, in the next couple of weeks. So
All right, I'll keep an eye out for it.
yeah, congratulations. All right. Thank you, Emily. Next, we have Miss Emily Wood. Mike?
And Emily was nominated by Janice. And Janice, I hope I don't botch your last name,
Janice
Watrous,
Watrous.
a counselor at Poland Central School District. So
Oh,
Emily,
there
would
she
you like to
is.
say a few words?
Hi, Janice. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you as well, Jim. So thank you, everybody. Mary Beth, are you still on? You're always a hard act to follow, my friend. I've known you for 20 years. I have to begin by apologizing. Emily has been emailing me for the last hour and she is unable to be on. She was supposed to be emailing you, Charlie, I believe. I'm not sure if you've received that. She is unable, she's not home. She's extremely grateful. She's humbled by this. She was surprised that she was nominated. So I'm very saddened that she can't be here tonight to receive that and to be recognized, because she deserves to be recognized.
Well, yeah, Janice, Mom said she was in tough shape last night too. So yeah,
Yeah, and again, this is indicative of why I recognize the same thing everybody else has already said. When it came across my desk, I knew exactly who I wanted to nominate. And you know, this is just par for the course for Emily. Right up to the last half hour, she was trying to figure out a way to be able to get on and join this in some fashion. So so on her behalf, I will accept this and hopefully, I know it's being recorded, so maybe there's a way that we can let her see that as well. But I also had spoke to her teachers a bit when I had after I had completed the nomination and said I had to say a few words. So the things that her teacher said that came to mind regarding Emily, she's one of the most skilled writers and thinkers I've had. She's one of the best. She's conscientious and cooperative in class, not only with her classmates, but with her teachers. She's very strong academically. And I can speak to this in the nomination, she's already earned 16 college credits, and which is amazing. She started taking classes when she was in 10th grade. Another one of her teachers said she's one of the most resilient students. She's a quiet leader in the class. She does the right thing even when nobody is looking and nobody's watching. And again, I allude to that in my nomination as well. She is a student. And like I said, I've been doing this for a little bit now, 20 years.
You think?
I think. Feels like 2, but it's been 20. So you see her, she'll never complain. She's never had a bad day. I wouldn't have known, again, she would have come on tonight probably and tried to work her way through this. And she just never complains. She never asks for anything. She just does what she's supposed to do, what she needs to do, not looking for any recognition, not looking for anything in return. And that's not always easy, you know, with outside influences and certain dynamics and things. So she keeps her head down, does what she needs to do. And she's interested in the medical field and she has a great future ahead of her, similar to what Mary Beth said about the other Emily. I think we'll hear this Emily's name in the future as well. So I'm really excited for her. Again, saddened that she couldn't be here and you guys couldn't get a chance to meet her because she's a sweet student.
She's had a tough run, right, Janice? I mean, with everything going on.
Yep, she's got a large blended family and different households, and things to navigate and to still, come in and do her thing. You know, phenomenal score she just received on her SAT, and to be in the top 10% of her class, and be involved in her class activities when she can, and as well as in her church and things outside of school. It's really quite amazing. And again, I don't want to share too much without her permission, but she's a student that I believe should be recognized. So I thank you guys. I thank you all of these, not all of these students tonight. It's been so great to listen to. It's heartwarming to see that our future is looking like it's in good shape.
And not only that, again, Janice, a tribute to you and your team for that's the other side of the coin. I mean, without the teamwork, we know a lot of these students would have a very, very difficult time to survive. So thank you for your help and efforts too. So.
Well, thank you. And there's a lot of years experience on this panel. As I look down the names, I'm like, wow, there's been a lot of good educators out here.
Oh, Janice, thank you so much. And like you said, we will be sending that. Janice, should we send that to you? Oh, there's no, Emily. There we are. There's Emily Wood. So
Emily and her chickens.
Yeah. Hey, she likes her chickens, huh? So this will be in the paper. And should we send the packet to you or to Emily? Her award?
If you send it to me, I'd appreciate that. And that way Mr. Cuthbertson and myself could give it to her. Yeah.
We'll do that then, Janice, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it. Again, thank you guys so much. And again, she's an amazing company, and thank you guys for doing this every year and for doing it for the students, because there's a lot of unsung heroes out there, that's for sure. So
thanks, Janice. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. All right. And now, last but certainly not least, we have Connor. Did Mr. Everson show up or no?
I didn't see him, Jim. I think he had a previous engagement. I didn't see him. I scrolled through
Okay.
the names.
Connor, there's Connor, right? Connor's here. Okay.
If Mr. Everson isn't available, I'm his resource teacher, and I've had him since 5th grade. So I'm happy to brag about Connor for a minute.
Oh, who's this? Oh, Lisa?
Yes, this is Miss O'Connell. I've been working with Connor since 5th grade.
Please, please, please. We certainly would love to hear from you.
Okay. Well, Connor came to us, I think actually in like kindergarten, he transferred, and he was identified early on as just having some challenges in reading and writing. And when you find out why, it'll be no surprise. He did not discover that his challenges were due to a hearing loss until 4th grade. So from pretty much the beginning of his school career till 4th grade, he was just trying to kind of figure things out and do the best he could. And I think everybody here, after going through mask life with the coronavirus and whatnot, has a whole new appreciation for not being able to hear clearly. So
Lisa, you're got on mute somehow.
So sorry.
There you go. All right.
So yeah, so he's definitely, worked for years, not even knowing that that was what was causing, some of his frustrations, and just has worked really diligently ever since to kind of overcome those. And, even especially in the past year, it's been really impressive to see him grow over the years from a kid who was too shy to raise his hand and ask a teacher a clarification question if he was confused or, would be nervous to have the wrong answer. Fast forward to last year with school shutting down, he showed up for Zoom sessions. He, started advocating for himself more, used some of the resources that he has to have his tests read, made appointments with me basically before a test, and really just started to self-advocate a lot more. And really, I don't think I have to tell any educator in this room that attendance and motivation have been challenging during remote and hybrid teaching, and he is 100% there. So his attendance and hard work have really just been above and beyond, and he does all that with balancing sports, and he's been involved in orchestra for years. He comes from a fantastic family and helps take care of his nephews and his niece. So I could go on and on. So I don't want to take up too much more time. And I know it's hard to follow up some of the other presentations, but that's just sort of off the cuff without a formal prepared statement on him, but very, very proud of him.
Yeah, Miss O'Connell, obviously it shows. How long have you worked with Connor?
Well, he's a junior now. So is that 6 years since
wow.
5th grade?
Oh, you've had
Yeah.
it that long then. Very good.
Yeah.
And you've seen certainly you've seen the growth in the how he's been able to adapt and adopt to his challenges.
Absolutely. I would call it a transformation. Phenomenal.
Oh, that's a great word to use. Connor, what Miss O'Connell said you're in the orchestra?
Yeah.
What instrument do you play?
Violin.
Pardon me?
The violin.
Oh, wow. Life. No, that's a tough one. How long have you been playing that? A while?
Since 4th grade.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. And you're in athletics too, Connor?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what do you play?
Lacrosse.
Oof. Oh, wow. All right. Are you defense, midi, or an attack, or both?
Midi.
Midi. Oh, so you do a lot of running, huh?
Yeah.
You have your short stick?
Yeah.
You face off sometimes too, or no?
Sometimes, not much anymore.
Okay, yeah, that's a challenge. But hey, congratulations. That's a great sport. And Connor, what do you think you would like to do once you get out of high school? Have any plans yet?
I'm thinking of like doing computer engineering.
Ooh, nice. Hey, especially after the last shutdown with the gas down south, we certainly need computer engineers. That's for sure, Connor.
Yeah.
Nice. Are your parents around at all or no?
Yeah.
All right. Are they there?
Yeah. They're.
Congratulations. That Dad?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice job, Mom. Congratulations. Yay. Yay. Good job. We know it comes at a price, believe me. Hey, Connor, would you like to say anything to Miss O'Connell and to Mr. Because we're recording this and we will have a copy for you if you want one.
Got anything to say? Thank you for helping me with everything and like helping me work better and be like less shy to actually work on it and pushing through on every work I have and keep helping me, like not giving up on me.
O'Connor, it sounds like you've had a pretty good team between your parents at home, between everything you've got going at school, and you yourself working at it. So congratulations, buddy. Did we tell you what we've got for you? Did you hear that from the other people? Connor, we've got a clock coming to you, right? In recognition of all your hard work, okay? So that will be coming to you in the mail, Outstanding Achievement Award, presented to Connor Smith. We recognize your exemplary character and academic achievement. Oneida-Madison-Herkimer School Boards Institute 2021. And Connor, that's a picture that will be showing up in the paper, okay? Does that look like you?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And that'd be probably in the OD because you're right in Whitesboro.
Mhm.
All right. Congratulations, Connor.
Thank
Nice job. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. I think, does anybody have anything else they'd like to share for the group? Well, again, many thanks for your help and coming through. And The SBI, it's been a challenging year, but between our advocacy with our legislative committee and our program committee, I think we've been able to move forward, and Charlie has been wonderful, and it's a great team. From Madison, Oneida, and Herkimer, everybody pitching in and doing what they can. So,
Jim, I'd like to thank all the nominators for nominating these fine students, and also congratulate the students once again. 9 students out of what would have 4,500 juniors in the area. So that's quite an accomplishment for these students.
yeah, the students
also
and the
like to
nominators and
wish
the
everybody
parents.
good luck on your budget vote next week. Hope we can keep these things going.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Charlie, can you hold on for a second as we get off? And Mr. Billman, did you get that memo on our June 7th meeting?
I did. Thank you very much.
Did that help explain everything, kind of?
It did. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Scott. Have a good one. Thank you,
You too.
everybody. Thank you.